From the YouTube Dojo, this is Weeknight there with Ellie Mueller, and now Ellie Kangi Mueller. Ha! Welcome to Weeknight Update. I am Ellie Kangi Mueller. Tonight's shout outs go to JT James, XZHD, D Plays, ICTH Gaming, Jane Does Minecraft, and Garrett M60. They do gaming videos, comedy videos, so on and so forth. Check them out if you have time. After this show is over. Anyway, I want to talk to you tonight about the YouTube drama. Now, YouTube, as you all know, it's a website that we're on right now. A website where we could be honest with one another and we could actually make videos about the stuff that we want to talk about. And of course we can, but of course with limits. We can't have copyrighted music and so on and so forth. But some people have taken YouTube way too far. Some people think that YouTube is all about money. They would do something like Marina Joyce did and try to fake a scandal just to get more subscribers, or do something like the Nuggets did and do silly videos just to make a quick buck. Now, I'm not doing YouTube for the money or for the fame. I'm just doing YouTube for two reasons. One, to make people like you laugh, and two, to get on late night television. Now, I've been doing this program on YouTube for 7 years. All right, on my old channel, of course. Let me start. I started this program on my old channel on August 10th, 2009. That's a long time. And as you know, my old channel was burst into flames. Somebody changed something about it. I don't know what has come of it now. And now I'm on this new channel. And I'll tell you folks something. All right? Complaining about the YouTube mess is not helping anybody. And also, if you really want to grow on YouTube, then you're not going to get by just cheating. And what I mean by cheating, of course, is stopping others from doing well on their channels, forcing them to start all over, and like botting and or dislike botting in a sense, and messing with everybody else. I mean, it's not going to work, and you're definitely not going to get by with clickbait. Wait a minute, didn't Jacksepticeye and PewDiePie get away with it a couple of times? I don't know. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Okay, those are not the ways to get what you want on YouTube. All right. Here are a few good ways. Here are some steps on how to get some attention on YouTube. First off, you gotta start making videos on YouTube. Make videos of stuff that you really love to talk about, or stuff that you really love to do. For example, I'm doing a parody of a late night talk show because I love late night talk shows. And I think about topics that barely anybody's thinking about on late night TV. I put them on my polls, and then you folks vote. And then I do 5 shows a week about those topics. Second of all, you got to engage in some conversations with your audience. All right? Now, those two steps alone can get you at least, I don't know, 15, maybe 20 subs on your first couple of days, maybe even more. Now, those two steps those are just the key steps. Third step, of course, is to, you know, promote your channels. And no, I don't mean, overly promote your stuff on other people's channels. That's not what I meant. However, what you should do is promote your own videos on social media. Twitter, Facebook, Tumblr, whatever. Those three steps alone can get you up to 150 subs within the first couple of months. Yeah, if you really need a real boost, then do yourself a favor. And consider doing a collab with other YouTubers. For example, Jacksepticeye did a collab video with Moyoko. Is that right, Adam? Yeah. 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 And he got over 11 million subscribers. So I'm not saying that you should do a collab video with a big YouTuber, but maybe just, think about doing a collab video with some of your friends who also have YouTube channels. All I'm saying is, don't complain. Alright? I've been in your shoes before, alright? So I know how it is. Alright? I know how it is. I know how hard it is to grow on YouTube. I do. Alright? I'm serious. I'm not as big as, PewDiePie. I'm not as big as Jacksepticeye or Michael Buckley or all those guys. But I do know this. Alright? I have been through more struggles on YouTube than any of those guys. And I'm sure that you folks have struggled a lot on YouTube too. So what I'm saying to you guys is, don't complain. Keep on working. Stay focused. And just have fun. Eventually, if it all goes well for you, then you might be the most subscribed person on YouTube who actually cares about YouTube. Anyway, that's the show for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I'm glad I kept it real. I'll see you folks tomorrow. That's the news, and I am out skis. Farewell, everybody. Farewell.